got it again. You'd
Are we
expect that we're going in. We even got the car, baby.
Well, it's time to roll into game number 2, Raz. Let's see it. FPX versus Rogue Warriors. Who's going to come out on top?
Wow. Did we really start this game 1 minute and 20 seconds in?
We did, Raz.
So the players weren't the ones having the problems. We were.
Sounds like my life, but that's okay. Haro's not going to be having too many problems. Although, GimGoon trolling him a little bit, pulling him away from the red buff.
He did have to smite it. It's going to be harder for him if he goes towards like a Raptors, so he's going to shy away from that. But what we did miss in the level 1s is essentially, Haro went for a red buff invade. So ZWuji is going to have an incredibly difficult time knowing that she doesn't have mid lane to rely on. So she can't go in on her invade on her own. So Nidalee is going to come out of this one with a great triple buff. Okay, what's up?
Nearly getting taken down on a tower. He's going to have to pop that corrupting potion pretty soon.
This is 2 games in a row where Doinb's finding a lot of struggle in the early portions of the game. He's been putting himself in a bad matchup, and that's the result.
See the electrocute going on to GimGoon this time. He's getting poked out a little bit there. Doesn't have the sustain, doesn't have the safety.
Now, remember what I said going into game 1 of Flandre?
I do.
And you made a point that, electrocute. And I said if he was in a good matchup, I would approve it electrocute. It's not a good matchup. But he's pretty confident he's going to be able to get out of this lane. Right now look, there's a reason why he's 11 CS down. The wave still, that's close. Still hasn't crashed to his turret. I would love to see the wave crashing in, please. Thank you. And to see if he can even that up.
Should be able to. Has the wave in a pretty good position at this point to pick that one up.
And remember, POV stream. Last game it was Doinb. This game it's going to be Haro. So remember to check out the dual use stream. You guys can.
If you want to see how Nidalee's played at a professional level, don't get many opportunities to see that one, Raz. So
that's true.
Haro delivering home for all the fans.
You didn't see that cue.
Tian's in a little bit of trouble. Oh, good dodge out on the Tangle Barbs, though. He should be fine. Beautiful Arctic Assault as well. Spear from Nidalee, not going to find him. But Tien, ooh, nice. He's got the fancy feet today. Might they be able to go back for the re-engage on the Holder? It looks like Tien's looking for it. He's got the flash available still. Holder flashes away himself. The flash follow up with the Arctic Assault. Holder incredibly low. GimGoon should be able to pick it up. Tien gets the first blood.
Close.
But now it's Haro versus Tien and GimGoon. They have the stuns. They had the distance. Haro, can he get over the wall? The flash still available for GimGoon. He's going to jump over the wall with the E. Doesn't get the stun, but now he's stuck on the wrong side of the wall without a flash. And this is very likely going to be GimGoon going down for the 1-for-2 trade.
Well, that hurts. Didn't expect HuaTian to be making the rotation there, and he did. Did so well in his lane match. Doinb had to base. HuaTian found that time to be able to rotate topside and be able to get the kills. So good job from him.
HuaTian just going to save this fight here, but let's check out what we missed in the bot lane, Raz.
All right, of course we missed something. Let's take a look. That's a lot of damage on Huanggai. Yeah, there's no way you're be coming out of that one clean. Oh, I love that. That is... We call that the dire swallow, usually, of course, in the top lane, because he is able to consistently make that flash over the wall, because it is just so thick. And if you're able to do that, congrats to you. LWX was able to make that flash, gets the kill. Of course, it's a trade, but, I mean, he's flexing. And he has the kill. He has the kill over, too. So, remember, that was one guy being able to get the kill back. So that's an AD carry getting the kill gold over ZWuji that, got the assist gold.
Yep, didn't even lose the CS lead for it, and we'll pick up the pickaxe first. So we may be seeing the Manimune pick up there for LWX, which would mean a little bit of a slower scaling for him.
No.
Oh, no.
Yeah, he's surrounded.
Oh, no. He's going to find the Q. Oh, my God. A beautiful use by HuaTian there. He might find his way out. Good pull in from GimGoon. But Tien just gave HuaTian the way out and may have given over his top laner's life. It looks like the regen from GimGoon will be enough to keep him alive.
That's actually crazy. I would love to see that again. That was the one replay I would love to check out. Being able to find himself over the wall. So great from HuaTian, because that looked like a mission impossible situation.
Absolutely beautiful there. Tien going to be hitting himself on the back of the head for that one a little bit, but that's okay. Holder rotating back up towards the top lane after that mid lane fight. And GimGoon is struggling in this top lane matchup. He's down 23 CS at just the 6-minute mark.
Yep. I mean, he's one of the worst matchups out there. And I think Holder's actually been playing out the wave really well. Just trying to harass is a priority, as you would expect. Even getting up the double Doran's ring, too, so he has a primary focus on the early landing phase. And also, just as another point on top of that, Haro has been splitting up the map as a focus as well, and always been trying to challenge Tain if he's on the top side of the map. So there's no way for Tain to be able to help support the top side in any venture. It did cost Holder's death, remember, really early on when that turned into a 2v2. But that was one error and a great strategy from Haro and Holder.
Given that that's the case right now, do we need to see Tain just go for the hard camp down into the bottom lane and try and get LWX massively ahead to make up for the deficit for GimGoon?
If it's possible, right? It just really does mean you have to look back at your options, because there's options mid lane too. Even though he's getting shoved in, he's at even CS. So Doinb has done a great job to be able to keep himself relevant, and he has a great point of engage. Level 6 too, so he has his ultimate primed. So if I'm ZWuji, I go mid first.
Okay, he may be looking for it now. He knows that his red buff is no longer there. He's going to be rotating up towards potentially the other side of the map. But more importantly, we know where the other jungler is, and Haro is here in the bottom lane looking for a gank.
All right, but he's still there to allow them to get shoved. And an invade on blue. Let's see if that's going to be the goal here. Huanggai is leading alongside him.
Ping's going down into the mid lane as well. Haro's just going to look to be rotating up there. It looks like they might be prioritizing a gank over the blue invade here.
Yeah, I may not have the timer. That's always my concern. It seems like they just expect ZWuji to already be on top. And then you can see Nautilus playing the River Warden, not letting anyone nearby.
Tain able to secure that one with the smite. Now Rogue Warriors, their invade's going to be cut short.
They also were probably a little concerned about the mid lane shove and literally wanted to be there just so HuaTian was available for the push into the jungle. A little bit too much setup. Could have just won in.
Now Moby Boots have been picked up there for GimGoon, so he has the opportunity to start roaming very soon if he's ever able to get out from under tower. But that seems to be the problem right now. He doesn't have the option to push before roaming.
Yeah, it's always the big concern. And I'm interested in how Haro is going to be able to play this one out. Like, knowing that he could be able to impact mid lane, look for a shove, go for a top side. What are we looking at? Is it the skin discussion that they're talking about? I feel like I'm missing out on some joke.
It sort of feels like we're doing live archaeology. It's like, I know this is used for something.
Now remember,
not sure what.
Yeah, we're not the ones that control the observers like you see on the main broadcasts of LCS and LEC. Chinese commentators have their discussion, and we have to see what they're talking about.
It's a fun reverse causality thing, you know? It's like, let's take our best guess. Try and ask them afterwards.
Maybe trying to make a clear love joke, because it's not even close.
Blue buff going to be secured there by Haro. He's going to take that one for himself.
But get a great top side focus, even bringing Crisp in along. If they can get a gank on top of HuaTian and get the kill here, then it upsets a lot of the plans of Haro on the top side of the map. Here we go, another gank.
Oh, here comes the gank. It's going to miss the Glacial Prison. HuaTian tries to go for the save onto Tain once again, but this time there's too much damage to follow up.
There you go. Second time they make the play, and they're able to get the kill on HuaTian easily. Take a look at his flash timer. He was probably 20 to 30 seconds off before he was able to have that available. Great timing from FPX to get the kill, go towards Dragon, and upset what could have been a great play from Rogue Warriors on the top side of the map. They could have used HuaTian to go up top side and get a dive on towards GimGoon.
He said Rogue Warriors will have to take the Constellation Prize of the Rift Herald while FPX pick up the Ocean Drake. And Raz, we do have confirmation what the Chinese casters were talking about.
Give it to me.
ZWuji is so big that it's impossible to see the blue buff.
Ah, that's true.
Because the mount's too fat.
Too fat. We were talking about the fat butt before.
That's right.
Now we're making jokes about how large it really is. I'm cool with that.
So large it's imbalanced, in fact.
Yeah.
But now Haro will secure the Rift Herald solo. And that means a lot of trouble here potentially coming out for FPX. They're already behind in gold. If they lose the tempo and the objectives, starts to look a little dicey for them. was that Tain but spot that gank. I don't think they would have finished it anyways, though. Looked like HuaTian was already backing off before he was spotted.
I think we're smart plays across from both teams around mid lane. They recognize that mid lane is a primary focus to be able to make their strategy go through. Like if Aurelia is able to have a decent shot in lane against the Jace, then she is certainly going to the bottom side of the map. You're already seeing a good invade from Chris to be able to get down some vision. Now, that's going to be something I'm afraid of. If Rogue Warriors cannot handle that, then bottom side, Huanggai and ZWuji are going to have a bad time. That's the expectation here, but remember, Rift Herald was the play here from Rogue Warriors.
Has still yet to be dropped. There's 2 minutes before turret plating falls off, so you will still have the opportunity to make gold with it. Looks like enough people are rotating from Rogue Warriors towards the mid lane that that is a likely option. Instead, Tain not quite going to land the CC onto him, so he's going to make it out, but Rogue Warriors steal away the red buff instead. GimGoon trying to get the pull over the wall, not going to be able to find it.
What I would like to see happen, and it's likely going to be the case, yeah, already looking towards it, I would personally put the Rift Herald top side. Not anymore that you can just take away the turret, but my whole point was I would want as much gold being put on the holder as possible. Already has the GLP there for himself, so I want the Ghosties to be another one. So we can have a great comp where you're rolling around with holder to get picks in the mid lane or bottom side of the map. It's not going to be the call. In fact, they're just trading side. Wait, really? We just lost HP on the Rift Herald for about like 2 HP on the tower. I'm cool with that.
Worth. It's not worth. Don't listen to me.
FPX can actually be in position to defend this play. Not like they're going to hold it up, but I don't like it. 14 minutes is like 14 minutes is when you don't have to be concerned about the turret platings, right? So you're not even at that stage. That was the most useless Rift Herald I've seen in a long time. This split was literally the most useless thing. You could have thrown it mid lane. It would have helped out HuaTian as well. But instead, they threw it up top side when it was already down for an inner tower that was well defended. All right.
Finally, GimGoon has access to farm off that too. Once it gets towards his tower, I mean, it's hard to pressure him without massive amounts of vision. So now GimGoon might be able to recover. He's got the Tiamat too.
Just remember, if they threw it mid, that GimGoon was tied top lane. The same was there for LWX. That would have been a one-man advantage in the mid lane for Rogue Warriors to push that out so they actually got some turret plating. They didn't need to take the tower. They could have just took the turret plating and put the gold onto HuaTian.
Instead, now we're going to see new lane assignments coming out as Doinb rotates down towards the bottom side of the map. Looks like it's going to be the 1-3-1 for the time being with GimGoon in the top, Doinb in the bottom, and everyone else just hanging out around mid lane.
Yeah, I mean, Rogue Warriors are going to be on the map a little earlier. So Scuttlecrab should be theirs. You have bot lane shove being start out too. So they're in a good spot to contest for an Ocean Dragon that's going to be coming up.
FPX do end up getting the better end of the turret plating as well, 960 compared to 800. A lot of that 800 did go over to ZWuji. About 2 of the platings, I believe.
You can already see it just off the gold. Thank the Lord we have that in present to us. 200 of the gold was there for ZWuji correctly. So it's nice. It's a nice boost to have for yourself. He's already moving towards his Infinity Edge, but looks like we're already setting up for a play. I want to talk about this item a little bit more because we saw that off of OMG, actually. It was Crystal who had himself the Essence Reaver Infinity Edge on the Xayah. And Xayah can make that happen for herself. Seems like we're already going to be seeing the turret being just outright picked up. Wow, okay.
Yep, that's a bit of a chunk going on to LWX there, so he's not going to be able to contest that one.
I like it just because it allows more damage on the Feather Dancer, her ultimate, her E as well. Just makes it so you can even work a little bit more with your lethal tempo, so you still have the attack speed in that area. So I like it. It's a big fan of it. Glad that we get to see that kind of build more on just on Sivir. So it's a good call out on ZWuji.
Now, looking at the rest of the map, Doinb has established himself quite the lead now. He's got the 30 CS up, and GimGoon once again has done very admirably on the weak side. He's picked up about only a 20 CS deficit, which, while not great considering the matchup he was in, considering the keystone
he's happy. Yeah, he's glad about that. So ecstatic. They get to go into this composition now with Kai'Sa starting to pick up her core items, Irelia, who was able to get out of lane, as you have mentioned. Like, this is a great team fight comp versus a very squishy composition that we've mentioned what you need to do to take down the top lane. Wasn't able to get accomplished. Oh, here we go. Wow.
Yeah, Holder really can't contest the damage from that one, and Doinb going to be able to pick up that tower on the top side of the map as well, so he's going to be sitting on quite a bit of gold. Should be able to pick up the Trinity Force very soon, but looks like he's going to continue the split push while GimGoon's going to continue in the mid lane, or bottom lane rather. LWX left all by his lonesome mid.
Take a look at this. I mean, FPX have their side lanes just down packed. GimGoon holding the bottom lane turret well enough, and Irelia able to push out the top side very easily. We're getting to a point where Doinb able to get super close to his Trinity Force. Already has the Sheen and Phage built out there, so item break points are getting there for FPX. But if you look towards the Rogue Warriors, they're pretty confident all game long to be able to pick fights around Nico. The fact that it hasn't happened yet's been surprising.
Haven't quite found the opportunity, I suppose. FPX has been seeding some of the objectives and just letting Rogue Warriors take them. Does prevent the fights, but you do give up a lot, including this second red buff stolen away this game.
Yeah, we've just been taking red buffs away from Sedge. Sedge is not even contesting him anymore. Like, oh, I'm cool with that. I have my strong side.
The Mura Mana completed just yet, but has the Ginsus available, plus the Mana Moon.
Take a look at how deep they are controlling this bot side, though. Like, sure, you're right. You got the Mana Moon. They're going to be stacking it up, being confident around LWX at this point, just full.
Holder ahead enough early enough. But this game, at the very least, 1-0-1 sitting there on that Nidalee. So he still has influence. He's still been taking the objectives away. But FPX seem to be happy with what they've been seeding.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, it's the great arms race. Like, Infinity Edge and Essence Reaver has already been picked up by ZWuji, and he's already moving towards his attack speed item now. So at this stage, ZWuji wants a fight. The lethality's already been there for HuaTian, so he's been looking for it. Speaking of looking for fights, GimGoon really is just trying to get these trades out.
Great W timing, though, from Holder, preventing the hook coming in from GimGoon, so he's not able to get his full combo off. Otherwise, I'm fairly certain that would have been a very dead Chameleon.
I don't think so. I mean, the flash is still there. So, like, all of that in motion with the amount of slows that Nico does have right now, I think she's in a good spot. She does still end up, like, in that hypothetical situation. You lose flash. The next fight that we've been kind of talking about, envisioning, is much harder for Holder because Nico really relies on it to be able to get it working for herself. So here we go.
HuaTian pushing into the bottom lane now. GimGoon going to take quite a bit of poke from the Jace, but he's able to heal most of it back up thanks to his gray health.
You ain't going to have gray health, HuaTian. You got to watch out for those tower shots. Yeah, well, here we go.
Here comes GimGoon. He's looking for it. Has the flash available, but he's not going to commit just that much to this engage. So Chris just trying to clear out the vision.
I hope HuaTian can be able to just heal right back up, and he does. Found himself a nice plant in the river, just because the focus is now going to be on the dragon that is up and available in about 10 seconds. So all of that time I've been talking about FPX having deep enough vision to have focus and, you know, a plate just to work around hasn't been the case. The lane assignments that Rogue Warriors have had here has been really effective for them. You know, HuaTian being able to be on the bot side of the map and pinning down GimGoon has worked out wonderfully, but they're moving to get mid lane focus. I don't think that's a good call here.
A lot of positioning around these wards. They want to clear it out, having the information advantage there for FPX, but Tain really the only one here still contesting with GimGoon. Rogue Warriors just want to push down the mid lane, force them to dedicate themselves to taking that down, defending the tower rather than the dragon.
Look at it really on the mini-map. She's in position for a possible flank if the dragon is to be started. She has the Trinity Force too, so she is ready to dive on the back line, but she's just waiting for the time to strike.
There's no ward on her as well. Doinb now going to walk up. No longer able to flank, but will at least be able to find the straight-on fight. Look at all the wards that have been placed down towards this Dragon Pit at the side of mid lane. Both teams contesting so heavily over this Mountain Drake.
Rogue Warriors got that mid lane shove. They used a lot, actually. Both GLP and Ghosties on Holder. So I'm in a position where I'm not even confident in my pick opportunity. A good dodge out by Haro.
A lot of poke comes in from HuaTian, so if this fight goes long enough, he and Haro should be able to stop FPX from getting a whole lot done here.
We're in a position where nobody cares about sides. Like,
okay! Oh, flash engage comes in, looking for Huanggai, who will be able to find the taunt. Goes golden. Depth charge not going to get the reset. It will get the reset from the cooldown. Now Huanggai's down. They have the depth charge available. It's going to go on to HuaTian. There he goes again. LWX picks up that kill, and now FPX have a two-man advantage. Are they going to transition it into Dragon? Looks like they will.
But Chris went wild in that fight. Two crucial picks, 2 kills on both Huanggai and HuaTian. They should be able to get a free Mountain Dragon now.
Looks like they will be able to pick that one up. Great play coming in there from FPX. They pull the trigger at just the right time. They keep their gold lead. They keep their dragon in their own pocket. And now, when the Baron comes onto the field, this fight is going to be fresh in Rogue Warriors' minds.
I was so busy talking about putting yourself on sideline that Chris was like, I'm putting myself in position for this fight. Like, flashes right forward, gets the pick. I was thinking Huanggai could maybe get himself out with the ultimate, but he didn't want to expend it. In fact, realized that he would have been stunned out of it. So see the next pick too. This here was inexcusable. I can understand getting hit by the flash Q from Chris, but this one, HuaTian was kind of just trying to see if he could find himself in the fight. Wasn't going to be the case.
Didn't even get to use his own flash to get out of that one. Perfect CC chaining in from Chris, and now FPX looking so strong. Not quite the Sterix gauge completed from Doinb, but they've got the Warmogs on Tain as well, which will let him stay on the map a whole lot longer. 3 items for LWX, and ZWuji does not have his Zeal item completed yet.
And now, that's how hard it is now for HuaTian to be able to be relevant in this point of the game. Like, the Shock Blast that we've been seeing is now going to be eaten by Tian. Easily able to heal that up with Warmogs. So it's going to be hard for him to find an angle in these fights, see if he can get something done.
Rogue Warriors looking for the pick into the mid lane onto Chris, but he's playing carefully. Shouldn't be picked off here. They will find the Q. Holder has the slow.
Slowing him down.
Landed onto Chris. Good time to go golden. He's going to be safe for the time being. Huanggai goes in for the taunt. Tian is here on the side, but that is so many people. But GimGoon's on the flank as well. Can they find a kill? LWX picks up one onto Huanggai, and it looks like FPX are running away with the fight so far. Tian getting chased down. Flashes away from ZWuji, who won't be able to find the kill. LWX has used the killer instinct, but they're chasing in. Vanguard's edge. Doinb does it, and he's looking for ZWuji. The lethal tempo's there. No root's going to land, though. And FPX, they're still going. They find one more. ZWuji, the last one surviving from Rogue Warriors. A beautiful fight from FPX.
That was just sick to watch. And the engage that we saw there from Doinb even better.
Just absolutely disgusting. And now they get to rotate this into the Baron. They have the Mountain Drake, but at this point, they don't even need it. There's no one here to contest. Double control ward. Who cares? You've got a 24-minute Baron.
For Holder to be in this fight. LWX too just put down so much damage on towards HuaTian. So take a look, double kill goes on towards the top lane GimGoon. They're able to get this last assassination by LWX.
Now the Baron buff still on for 2 minutes and 35 seconds. What are FPX going to be able to do with it so far? They're going for a 4-1 split push in the mid and bottom lane, sending Doinb there to 1v1 to his heart's content. He's got the Sterix gauge, he's got the Trinity Force, so he's got all the damage. and the Colonel feels pretty confident about it too.
Got Cannon Minion there too to start picking up in this tower. If they're not confident being in range to auto it, then they don't have to be. Take a look at Aurelia too, just being able to nail this one down.
Just drawing the focus away from Rogue Warriors. They're going to have to give up one of these lanes. I don't think they have the strength to fight. They're down 6k gold at this point.
Take a look at the ultimates too. Doinb is in a great position to flank through mid, use his ult, get into the back line. I'm concerned if I'm ZWuji. He may have his flash, no heal there though, so that's my concern. He can get bursted.
He has his 3 items, however, so he will be able to attack from range a little bit with the rapid fire cannon, but it may be too little too late at this point. GimGoon going to be able to make it out. A little bit of poke comes in from HuaTian, but if you look at the bottom lane, Doinb just relentlessly pushing down there, been able to take the tower down to half all by his lonesome. He's just waiting.
Using ZWuji to be the sole wave clear on the bottom side of the map. It's a good way to go about it, but remember, mid lane is now the new focus by FPX.
They don't have much range there to work with on this top side towards the mid lane because LWX very short range AD carry, so they had to protect him very carefully. ZWuji coming in, trying to get for the 1v1 onto Doinb. Vanguard's edge comes in, marks him.
No.
The Hero's entrance comes in from Huanggai, and now Doinb gets shut down, and so does the push of FunPlus Phoenix. They're going to have to rotate out to the Infernal.
What a ballsy play though. ZWuji says, I need to break up this play now. He knows he has the damage, but of course, he needs more time. Aurelia is going to jump on him. So Galio Ultimate needed to come through another fight.
FPX, they're taking the fight 4 versus 5. They think they can take it. Huanggai solo, Pop Blossom comes in. He's going to land on the LWX with the assassination from GimGoon. Tian still here frontlining like his life depends on it. And they will be able to trade 1-for-1 for the time being. Killer Instinct comes in from LWX. GimGoon as well. Haro has to go golden. That should be the kill onto at least one of them. GimGoon has to flash out, but LWX, so much damage! The quadra kill, and LWX is going to be so happy with that one. The ace comes down, and FPX may have found their 2-0.
The killer instinct, man. The focus to find himself in a flank, and even better, to keep them interested, GimGoon was able to hook them right back in, so they're committing to the fight. Well done from FPX, and you can see that championship mentality there for them.
We're looking at these 2 men on the map, and we were saying it earlier on in the game. These could be our MVPs, and they just showed it in that team fight there. Look at LWX 8-1-4, GimGoon 3-1-3. They made that team fight what it was.
It's fun to see. It's great to see it happen. Honestly, when you see compositions like these, you just need to be able to live in the moment. And the moment was coming in quick. GimGoon keeping him interested. It started as a play that was only for a pick, ended in a play in which it was like you can get the full dish.
They were able to find that one. FPX off the back of that will also be able to find the Infernal Dragon. The game's heating up, Raz. It's 29 minutes in. They were able to take down the inhibitor, but LWX may be too big to stop. He's got the Rabadon's Death Cap on the back of this, plus the Oblivion Orb.
He's huge. There's absolutely nothing else I can say about it. If you're trying to fight him face-to-face, passive auto attack when he's able to proc it through is just going to rip the front line, if it even exists, to shreds.
It really doesn't at this point. Huanggai's the only one with any sort of tanky stats whatsoever, and we've seen him get blown up time after time. It's only going to get worse now that the death cap is completed.
And like, just follow the poke damage from W at this point. Like, I remember the last time we saw AP Kai'Sa, the amount of damage he was able to apply, that had to get nerfed. But at this point, boom, right on top of HuaTian's face. Yep. See what they had.
They're just going to push this one in. He's going in. Oh my god, that's so aggressive. He almost got the kill too. That's the worst bit. If he'd gotten one more auto, that would have been a very dead HuaTian.
I was even following the W there. The observer had to go back because he sent another one too.
Not going to be able to find that one just yet. We see the kill pressure coming in from LWX. You look at the cooldown on the ultimate too, already halfway back.
It's just such a joke at this point because FPX had such a large lead. Drafting into this game, Rogue Warriors came in thinking they had a poke composition. Now they're getting demolished by poke simply because of LWX and how large he is at this state. So we're at a point. LWX might come in with double MVPs.
Baron going to be on the field in just a few seconds as well. So FPX can rotate down to that. No item completion coming out from LWX, just sitting on the Oblivion Orb, but that's okay. He's got everyone around him. And take a look at what ZWuji has picked up. It's the Shurelius.
Yep. Let's run at them, boys. Let's get in there.
The classic run at them comment. You don't have a Sivir, no problem. You have a Sejuani with money burning a hole in his pocket.
He is absolutely not concerned with resistances here. That's what happens when you have a lead. You can start thinking more about the utility involved, and he has it for himself. Easy pickup on Baron, unless if Haro gets cute. Not even close. Don't even try.
Doinb trying to zone as best as he can off the Baron. That's going to be the Baron picked up by FPX.
Now what?
Haro, what you doing?
Nah, I mean, at this point, you take Krugs and you go back. All right, you just go back. That's smarter, but always the sad Krugs take. Krugs, at this point of the game, are like that bucket of ice cream. You know what's going to happen. At least have more experience at the end of the game.
You know you're going to regret it, but FPX pick up the second inhibitor now, rotating out of the base, potentially towards the top lane.
Yeah, playing this one safe. Going up towards the next inhibitor possibility. Yeah, try and poke me. What are you trying to do?
He's got Warmucks. There's nothing to worry about here if you're Tain. GimGoon zoning off with just the threat of a hook from him. Now the third inhibitor of the game. FPX are looking to close here. They've got the Baron buff. They've got all three waves pushing with the inhibitor down in all of them. This is Rogue Warriors' last stand. They want to make a chance.
They're not synced though, and I think that's a big benefit to Rogue Warriors. They can clear up the top lane wave and try and... Oh no, they haven't cleared it up quickly enough though.
No wave clear there. Haro's so incredibly low. He's going to have to get out of there. The attempt comes in, but the Vanguard's edge from Doinb just too good for the team fight. LWX dives in. He gets 2. He gets 3. The triple kill from LWX to end the game. And FPX run it through with a 2-0 and stay undefeated.
What a sensational performance from